Life is Strange, a franchise some people love, a franchise some people hate. And I honestly don't know the future of Life is Strange. Like, ain't no telling. After double exposure, like who's to tell what's gonna happen? So I'm gonna do a ranking, and this is my personal list, my personal opinion of what I think about the game. So hate it or love it, agree or to disagree, you know. I really don't know what to tell you. And I'm gonna start off to say this is an unscripted video. This is all off top of the head. This is all off what I remember in my analysis. So I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Some things might be off and some things might be spot on. But we're gonna start off. Number 5. Now, what haven't I said about double exposure in my video? Because I made a whole rant video on double exposure, on what I thought about it and what my feelings was about double exposure. So I really don't even know how to beat it down. And I don't want to beat a dead horse. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in my mind, after I found out some devs had got fired, and I think one of the directors had stepped down or something like that, it's like, a part of me like felt bad, but then again, it's like it's not even those people's fault. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the artist's fault. It's not really like, you know, certain people that's in charge of the audio and stuff like that. It's like the lead director or the lead, whichever lead they're under. I don't know how game development even works, but whoever saw the finished product and was like, this is it, this is the banger, put it out. It's like it's their fault. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it needed a little bit more time to cook. You know what I'm saying? It kind of came out raw. You know what I'm saying? I like my steaks medium rare. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know what to say. It was just very, what haven't I said? Underwhelming. It was just very underwhelming and just disappointing at the end of the day. So that's just what it is. Now, I know some people are huge fans of Before the Storm. I know some people adore Before the Storm. And I'm going to just say, to be clear, that I enjoyed all of these games, except for Double Exposure. I ain't going to lie to you. Except for Double Exposure, I enjoyed every last one of these games. Like, all of these games, each one of these games have a special place in my heart at the end of the day, to be honest. So, but this is just my ranking and this is just my personal opinion at the end of the day. And with Before the Storm, when I first heard about Before the Storm, I thought it was a DLC. I didn't even know it was like a base game. And then I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like Rachel was like an afterthought, you know, to make Rachel a whole character and to give her this life and to give her a personality and all these other things. I feel like it was an afterthought, because I honestly feel like the Rachel that we was hearing about, or Rachel that we were like getting like, you know, assumptions on, it really didn't align with, you know what I'm saying, the Rachel that was in Before the Storm. They played it out well. I enjoyed the game. The most thing I enjoy out of this game is the OTS, or the OST. I don't like saying fucking acronyms. The fucking soundtrack. I love the soundtrack on this game. Some of the songs in this game are on my playlist to this day. So, but I feel like even Rachel as a character was undercooked. I felt like Chloe before, you know what I'm saying, she like went all out alternative punk, you know what I'm saying? She just went like fully rebellious. I feel like even she was kind of undercooked as far as like the characteristics and the things that made them for the base game or the original game. I don't know. It's more of like more of a thought process through it. But please tell me what you think about that. Life is Strange True Colors was something I anticipated. I really anticipated this game. I think I bought it like on its release date. Like when it came out, I bought it and I I enjoyed it. There were things that it was missing, but at the end of the day, and I enjoy Steph because Steph is from the original game. Steph is one of like the NPCs from the original Life is Strange. So I appreciated that. I appreciate when they throw out past characters into the new games. And to be honest, like Steph was hot. Like Steph is like still hot. Like, well, what I mean was, she's still hot. I think Steph is like one of the first NPCs I ever like. It's like, God damn, she's hot. Like, I don't know. I, I honestly no, I don't know. But Life is Strange, Alex Chen, and just her story and Justice for Gabe was really intriguing to me. I enjoyed it in the sense. Some of the NPCs and was it Haven or something like that? It's a small town, so and that's all the game really gives you, right? It gives you Haven, this small town, and it gives you like all the little shops, you know what I'm saying, within the town. So that was kind of like, as far as like, I like these different sceneries and these different settings, versus like Arcadia Bay. Arcadia Bay was a big town, you know what I'm saying? You got the junkyard, you got the school, you got the diner, you know what I'm saying? You got all these like little, you know what I'm saying? You got Max's dorm and all this other stuff. So all those different sceneries really like meshed together versus like True Colors, but I still enjoyed it. Good twist at the end. You know what I'm saying? Alex Chen was a nice character because she was like really like, she was awkward. Like she was a real awkward character. And it's like that's realistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I can be awkward at sometimes. So it's like I appreciate it. Life is Strange, the original version, I'm always appreciate like what they did and what they brought to the table. I appreciate every character as far as Chloe, Kate Marsh, uh Nathan, Warren, even David and Mark Jefferson, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate like what every character brought. Like that game is like really a work of art and it just brought so much to the table. Does it age well? I don't really know because I see like new YouTubers and new streamers and I watch them play and it seems like that, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of not dragging, but I see that people are losing interest because the game does like have its slow moments in some episodes the game does like, have its slow times to pick up the pace on far as like either drama or interest or stuff like that. And it takes a lot to not get emotionally attached, but it just takes a lot to just care what's really going on. Just because like the game is like damn near 10 years old at this point. So, what I'm saying? As far as it aging well and what's going on in today's time, it kind of like it has a different approach. But that game is always going to have a special place in my heart, and I'm always going to appreciate the first Life is Strange. It's honestly a masterpiece. Number one spot, Life is Strange 2. I loved Life is Strange 2, and it's crazy because Life is Strange True Colors and Life is Strange, the original version, I played multiple times, like over 3 times. Like I've played those games over 3 times. But I think Double Exposure I would never play again. Double Exposure I would never play again. It's a one and done. I ain't had no fun. But I would play Before the Storm again, and I would play Life is Strange 2 again because there's seven different endings in that game. And I think that's like one of the most ending like options you can have like in a Life is Strange game. I don't know any other Life is Strange game where it's like more than like 2 possible endings. Like yeah, some of the NPCs they feel a different way about you in the end of the game, but does that really matter? Like I don't care how like some of the games I don't really care how the NPCs feel about me. I want to see the outcome of the whole story. So the fact that Life is Strange 2, they have multiple outcomes in their journey. And just like, Sean and Daniel, it was just like, from when their father was got killed by the cop, and then they had to make that journey all the way to Mexico, and they were fighting all the way, even when Daniel had gotten to the hospital, after, he was working with that drug lord. He got into the hospital, broke out the hospital. He had to find Daniel. He ran into his biological mother. Like it was just so much, and it really like it really put like that life is strange. Like it's strange. Like you don't know what your life is going to be like. You don't know what tomorrow is going to bring you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what decision you might make. You know what I'm saying? And this is a decision based game. So you don't know what decision you might make that's going to change your life forever. You know what I'm saying? It's decisions I've made in my past that literally changed my life forever. And it's decisions I made for the greater good. And decisions I'd have made that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I could have did something better to change that at the end of the day. At least for a better outcome. But in the end, like I love it. I'm gonna play him again. I do plan on streaming Before the Storm because I want to get like a little analysis or at least like a good like retrospect on it. Even though like I played it for the first time already and I just got what I needed, I feel like I feel like out of all the games, Life is Strange 2 is one of the ones that I resonated with at the end of the day. Just because I know what it's like to go without. I know what it's like to have to strive your way and, take care of someone else along that way. And just to be on a whole journey to know what you're going to do next. You know what I'm saying? With an unexpected situation. So, Sean and Daniel, their story was really impactful. And it was really like at the end of the day, I feel like it was when it first came out, it was unappreciated because I feel like people just really didn't expect that that's where the franchise was going to go. They probably expected a sequel from the first one. They probably expected a whole nother protagonist or something. But I felt like it was unappreciated, and I feel like out of all the ones, it really ages well. I felt like I did this ranking like all off for like just far as like story. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was ranking them like off music or something, Before the Storm would probably be first place. But and I feel like True Colors would be second. But far as like story, I feel like that's my ranking. Like far as the stories and how the protagonists went and stuff like that, that's how I would rank it. Like I said, I do plan on streaming Before the Storm again, so I can get another retrospect, get things that I missed. You know what I'm saying? Get a refreshment because it's been some years since I played it. It didn't play Life is Strange 2 again, just to see what type of ending. I probably wouldn't treat Daniel the same the first I treated him because Daniel, you know, it's all on how you treat Daniel. You know what I'm saying? On how you treat Daniel and how, you know what I'm saying, you take care of him along the way is the outcome that you're going to get at the end of the game. So I appreciate that. If you agree, if you disagree, please let me know in the comments. Please tell me your ranking, how you rank the franchise and how you rank the games. No, you don't have to say why. If you want to, you can. But other than that, it's your boy Lon to the Don, and we'll see you next time, baby. Already.